feel like for a long time, organizations have told a story of just pity and told a story that connected, I think, with a donor's audience, with their donor audience, but it wasn't a story that dignified people. And so a lot of those organizations come to me and say, hey, Esther, how do we tell our story in a way that's going to respect the people that we're working with? They want to do it right. And so that's many times what they want to prove what they're doing, and they also want to raise funds so that their programs continue to happen. And the second reason I would say they come to me is because they want the people that they work with to be treated with respect. And I think that there's a very, very thin line on how we do that, which is how I try to educate all the organizations I work with, just like we don't point cameras straight in somebody's face. You know, what are the steps that it takes to make somebody feel comfortable in front of the camera if I'm in a culture of people that, don't like the camera? How do I work my way in there to get people to trust me? I loved photography. I love photographing people, but I didn't know what photography could do. I didn't know how it could impact and change lives. And so that was really in that moment, like God showed me who I was. And so I feel like I've been led down this path of like seeing people in that same way that I saw myself, right? You see people just for their circumstance, see people from the outside. And the Lord's led me down this path of saying, Esther, that's the way you saw yourself. I want you to see past that. I want you to see my people like who I see them as. And that's where the journey that I've taken to photograph is like, I want people to feel comfortable. If a person's not comfortable in front of the camera, you're not going to see who they really are. And so there's so many times I'll see a picture somebody shows me and it's this picture like this. And they're like, look at my great photo. I'm like, that person is just looking at you wondering why this big black camera's in their face.
Yeah.
And that's the reaction. That's many times the photos that we have that we're sharing around the world. And I'm like, how do we get past that to make someone feel comfortable? And that means, sometimes I'm making jokes. Sometimes camera will be down for a day and I'm just hanging out with somebody so that they know they can trust me before I take their picture.